Hello, everybody. Did you miss me? It has been a while since we last communicated, and a lot of things have been happening here. Yesterday, for the first time in 12 days, I got my internet back and my phone service and TV. And so we've been without heat or electricity for about 6 days. And then at day 12, we actually got our internet back. We had a huge snowstorm here in the Northwest, and it turned into ice. And this girl does not do well in cold or ice. And especially when we lost heat, it was very interesting. You can read below some of the lesson learned, but we're back and I'm excited to actually be able to drive outside because for 10 days I did not leave my house. Okay? Did not leave my house because I don't know how to walk on ice. I am a desert woman right here. So, okay, so that's that. So this is welcome to 2024. I hope you had a magnificent and fantastic end of 23. Um, Here, a lot of people ask me, so Dorice, how are you doing? And on one hand, I want to say, like everybody else, como kulam, that there is that burden, that weight on my heart with what's going on in Israel. On the other hand, I am extremely determined, that's the word, determined that justice will prevail and people will know what has happened to us, even though a lot of the time in the media or on college campuses, people don't understand and don't support Israel, and it hurts my heart. It really does. I am, for those who know me, I'm pro-Israeli. I am a proud Jewish person. I don't hide it, and I am against terrorism. Simple as that. Okay, I'm not against the Arabs or against Palestinians. I'm against people who want to come and kill other people for absolutely no reason. That's what I'm against. So if you feel like me, that would be nice. Drop me a note. If you don't, as I said that before, you don't have to listen. You don't have to be part of this group right here, right? This is the group that I'm hosting, and I love the people that are here. And anybody who's coming with a branch of peaceful olive branch, then I want to hug them. And I've said that on LinkedIn at the end of the year and on Facebook, but I'm saying it now here. I have a speaking engagement coming in February, and one person called me. They represent a real estate group. I'm not going to say the name. And they said to me, we know you're going to be speaking and being a keynote speaker, and we have people that are concerned about coming to you because of because the way she said it, because we do not want to support the oppressors. Yeah, that's what I received. It was interesting. I was, as a matter of fact, I was on my flight, boarding a flight back to Portland in January at the beginning when that happened. And I had my AirPods in my ears. I was talking to this woman and explaining who I am and what I do, and how sad it is that people make choice and decisions not even knowing who I am and already make judgments. And based on lack of education, really. And if they did get educated, they weren't able to discern it in a way that is fruitful. So I was having this conversation with this woman, and she was really open and listening and thanked me. And then so when I hung up, there was a couple, an older couple, sitting on this bench, waiting for their flight. And this man leans over and says, Dorice, oh, no, he didn't say Dorice. He did not know me. He says, excuse me, I was overhearing your conversation. I just heard you. And I want to tell you, I am a minister and I just agree with you 100%. Too bad that they make this judgment about your people. And, it made me feel good And on this other side of me, there was sitting a gay man, very flamboyant with makeup and hair ties and jewelry and nail polish, very nice nail polish. And he said, gosh, I'm so sorry that this is experience that you have had. I hate when people judge us just by knowing, connecting us to a particular group. And I thought to myself, wow, some things just don't change, right? So why am I telling you all of this? I don't know, but I wanted to reach out and say hello. And I wanted to tell you about, what I do, which is positivity. And I know sometimes it's really hard. So here it is, a little nugget of wisdom connecting to the biblical portion that Jews all over the world are reading this coming Saturday. So if you're not familiar with the Bible, there is a story there that Moses went back to Egypt and with God, and was the messenger from God for the 10 plagues, and then the people came out from Egypt after the 10th plague, and the Sea of Reeds opened, and they went through. This is the portion this week, okay? That they go through, and when they come to the other side, Miriam, which was Moses' sister, is playing the drums, and all the women are dancing. So many rabbis said, hey, how did Miriam know to have a tambourine? All the things you carry from slavery, do you carry musical instruments? How are you ready for this? And I loved one of the commentaries that I read, and that was Miriam was preparing to be ready. I love that. Miriam was preparing to be ready to be happy, to be joyful. She knew that at the end of this uncomfortable place, there is going to be a place where joy will be a vital part. And when I think about our lives, about what's going on in Israel, about even the snowstorm that we had that shut us down, this house anyway, for quite some time, it's important to be prepared in a joyful way in your mind for something that will happen that will be good. And of course, as we walk through it, it's not happy. What's happening in Israel is not happy. Yet, can we find some silver lines that makes us feel a moment of joy? And I think that is one of the takeaways that I have for this Torah portion. But it is based on faith. It is based on inner trust and knowledge. So, and why do I say that? Because today, in the same portion of the Bible, there is the fight, there is the war with the Amalek. And Moses is sitting there, and every time he puts his hands up, they win. And when he puts his hand down, they don't. So Aaron and Hur, another guy, understand that. But Moses is tired. He can't put his hands for a long time. So they put stones underneath his elbows so he can just lay his hands, okay? And then they hold him here so it's not going to fall down. And it says, the Hebrew, it says, Vetihi yadav emunah. And his hands were faith. That's the literal translation. And I'm thinking, what does that mean? That hands are becoming faith. And what I take out of that is that the hands is the body that does the action, right? It's a very instrumental part, right? His hands are up, they win. His hands are down, they lose. Hands are important, which means it's the actions that we do that shows our faith. So in this coming year, 2024, how are you going to act on that faith? What are you going to do that will bring you the results that you want? That is my thought today and invitation for you to reflect on your own life. Alrighty? Okay, so that was a quick video just to say hello, to teach something, to inspire, I hope, to give you food for thought for the coming week. I will be talking to you again, and we're back in action. Yay! Okay, bye.